What's going on? I got an update for you guys. You already know what it is. This is Chicago Bulls Central, the number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content. Let's get into it right after this. All right, so the news that some of us should have already been expecting coming at some point, Alex Caruso has entered the NBA health and safety protocols. He was one of the last members of the Chicago Bulls team that had never been placed in health and safety protocols, so it was bound to happen at some point when you look at just the nature of what's been going on with the NBA and everything else. Like I said, this was bound to happen at some point, and, this couldn't have happened at a worse time. Let me not say that. There absolutely could have been worse times that this happened, because it could have happened in the playoffs, could have been happening during an important push. But the Bulls are set to start going into some of their most difficult games against Eastern Conference rivals. And because of that, that's what makes this a little bit more difficult, right? So if you look at, I know the NBA has shrunk down, I believe, to 5 days rather than the 10 days of being in health and safety. So with that being said, it's Tuesday, so that means he could be back by Sunday, which is when we play the Mavericks. Hopefully, ideally, he'll be able to come back by the time we face the Brooklyn Nets. That's a game where we're definitely going to need him in. And not to say that he's not going to be missed or needed in games before then, but especially when we're going into a game against a team in the Eastern Conference that we're jockeying for a position with. A better time if this would have happened would have been, before going into this long stretch of no games. But that means we're not going to be with him Friday against Washington. Definitely probably not going to have him Sunday against Dallas. I think that may be the earliest he can come back. So we'll see if that's a chance by that. But one would say that hopefully he's definitely back by the game against Detroit, which is next Tuesday, and then we face Brooklyn on Wednesday. So, he could be back before that game, that stretch of games that we have against Brooklyn, Golden State, and Boston, and then we have Memphis and Cleveland after that as well. So we should be back, hopefully, by those stretch of games. But it would have just been nice to see him come back against a team like the Washington Wizards, against a team like Dallas, which we will need all hands on deck against Dallas, I believe, because, again, you guys know, Dallas is one of my favorite teams to watch because of Luka. But it sucks. It sucks that we already have been missing Alex Caruso for so long because of what's going on with his foot. And now that he enters health and safety protocols, yes, that gives him more time to rest up that foot if there was anything lingering with it. But it sucks to be without him. We will literally have been without Alex Caruso for the better part of a month, if not more, by the time he comes back. And yes, that sucks. But one thing that it has given us is giving us a chance to look at Io more, giving us to see what the improvement that Kobe has made as players and everything like that. And we're going to continue to have that next man up mentality. But, for me, and I know many Bulls fans, we're really looking forward to having Alex Caruso back. And we're just going to be without him a little bit longer. But this Bulls team will endure, as they have, next man up mentality. We know how that works for this team. Yeah. It just sucks, man. It sucks, but like I said, it was bound to happen. If you guys didn't expect this to happen, you should have at some point. I think at this point, we are getting to the point where we need to realize every player at some point is going to enter NBA health and safety protocols. Now, we can hope that he's asymptomatic. He doesn't show any symptoms. He could test out early as well. But like I said, with everything going on, the Bulls may look at it as time to give him some more rest anyway, so we'll see what happens with that. Let me know what you guys think down below. How do you feel? How do you think the Bulls are going to continue to play without with the absence of Alex Caruso? Again, we do have Alonzo back, which definitely has helped a lot as well. We'll see better Alonzo continue to improve as well. This team has more than enough to continue to compete. The big man rotation is kind of the biggest thing there that is really thin now with Tony Bradley. I'm not sure if he's back yet. They haven't made any announcements. We know Cook's out. Team doesn't seem to be inclined to play Jordan Bell any. But we'll see. Like I said before, the next man up mentality has been the theme of this season. It will continue to be. And this team, like I said, it will endure overall. That's what it boils down to. But let me know your thoughts all down below. Make sure you're following and liking and subscribing the podcast as well at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform. You can also get in any of your thoughts. If you want to write them in, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to send a text or a voicemail, the number for that is 773-270-2799. This is the number one place for all Chicago Bulls related news and content. I will see you guys later. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.